spring has sprung, and Wales is in the air, Six Nations is in the air. Everything is normal. Everything is fine.
A rubbish Welsh team that we have the opportunity to go and absolutely annihilate this weekend. It couldn't be any better. I mean, like, we're doing pressure rankings. It's the Six Nations pressure rankings, and a little birdie has told me Wales are so bad they haven't even been considered for this, despite the fact that their head coach seems to be under the most pressure of everything. But we've just got used to it. All of a sudden, Wales, after a decade of being a complete pain in our ass, are now rubbish.
Yeah, let me consult the pressure rankings here, just scrolling through them. No sign of Wales here as I scroll down through the list, which is incredible. Usually there is a lot of pressure on Wales because they happen to be good at rugby. I don't think we appreciated how average they had become this time last year, and we were all relatively surprised with the performance that Ireland put in against them in the Aviva Stadium in the Six Nations, and then they beat them in the Nations League as well later in the year, or the Nations Cup, I should say. That we've got used in the space of a year to actually beating them. The departure of Warren Gatland has been positive. Now, I will say this, that there's absolutely no chance of this blowing up in our faces, because, of course, that would never happen to us when we preview the first game of a Six Nations match and big up Ireland's opportunities as opposed to their lowly opposition.
Well, they're just rubbish, isn't that it? They've fallen so far in the stocks of this show that they don't even merit a mention on the week where we're going to thrash them. Like, not been a very happy hunting ground for us. Was it Sidoli wrestling and punching Paul O'Connell when Wales won a Grand Slam, and they taunted us forever after it with the coach that we stabbed in the back, according to his own words. We basically gifted them Warren Gatland and their greatest ever era. So, you know, it's going to be sweet, sweet, sweet music in the valleys when we beat them this weekend.
I'm not even sure if you could go as far as calling it sweet, because they just don't register this week on the top five. Are they significant at all, would be my question. Let's get on to some of the actual countries that matter in this year's Six Nations.